Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Brendan Kelleher. In this video, I'm reviewing the Apple TV Plus original series See, starring Jason Momoa, Hera Hilmar and Sylvia Hoeks. There will be minor spoilers, but nothing that should affect your enjoyment of the show. With that out of the way, let's get started. See is set several hundred years into the future. In the 21st century, mankind is almost wiped out by a virus that has survived by only about 2 million people. Their descendants lose their sense of sight. Now, centuries later, the entire population of the planet are blind, and society has regressed to a medieval, tribal way of life. People have learned to use their remaining 4 senses to socially interact, build, hunt, and fight without vision. So basically, in this world, everyone, well, almost everyone, is like Daredevil. Knowledge of the old world is very limited, and the people of that world are referred to as the Ancients. The ability to see is believed to be mythical and considered heresy, and those who are rumoured to have it or speak of it are hunted down by soldiers known as witchfinders. When the family of the Alkane tribe led by Baba Voss are discovered to have sighted children, the Queen of the Pine Nation, SIBBITH, sends her witchfinders after them. Baba Voss fights to protect his family and tribe against the Queen's army. See is one of the most unique science fiction series I've ever seen. While it's set in the far future, it has an old-fashioned feel because the look and feel of the show is as if it's set in medieval times. Technology is back to the level of soldiers using swords and spears, and there are no cars or trucks. People use horses and carriages for travel or just walk. It's so endlessly fascinating watching this show, even during simple dialogue scenes, as we see people manage to live without sight. We see happy couples and families who love each other, despite the fact that they have never seen what each other look like. Jason Momoa plays the main character Baba Voss, leader of the Alkane tribe. Momoa is well used to playing tough guys in all his movies and TV shows, so this is normally the kind of role he can play in his sleep at this point. This is possibly his best role yet though, as while he has plenty of fight scenes, he has to convey, just like the rest of the cast, that he's blind. He's also a family man, so even though he comes across like a savage in the battle scenes, he has quite a few emotional scenes to play when he's with his family. By the way, fans of Momoa's previous show, Stargate Atlantis, will enjoy this series especially, as several actors on that show, such as Joe Flanagan and David Hewlett, are reunited with him in several episodes in seasons 2 and 3. Queen SIBBITH, played by Sylvia Hoeks, is the main villain of the show. This lady is just pure evil and will stop at nothing to murder anyone in her way. She believes she's doing God's work by killing anyone rumoured to have sight. It's a credit to the actress that despite how horrible her character is, she's so fascinating to watch. She even has a dark sense of humour.
You must all join me for dinner. We must toast your safe return. Ha, 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 ha.
I'm trying to stay as spoiler-light as I can, so it's best that I don't talk too much about the other characters. Although Hera Hilmar, who plays MAGHRA, Baba Voss's wife, is one of my favourites. All I'll say is she's not entirely who she appears to be in the first few episodes. And that's the thing about this show. Some of the characters grow and change over the course of the series, and how you feel about them changes as well. There's one particular character in season 1 who appears to be an absolutely horrible and evil person, and I really wanted to see him dead. But by season 2 onwards, he becomes probably my favourite character on the show. The theme of family runs through the entire course of this series. The first season is relatively slow, as it introduces this world and the characters. While war between the two kingdoms of Paya and Travantes is a constant threat, Baba Voss and his family are caught in the middle, and it's really all about them. Without giving away too much, as the show's storyline evolves, the theme of family extends to the characters in both kingdoms. Even the main villain SIBBITH has a very interesting relationship with her sister that runs throughout the course of the entire series. When it comes to the fight scenes on the show, they are so well done. Since technology is very limited and back to near medieval times, fights are up close and personal, with swords, spears, axes and arrows. The way Baba Voss and other characters fight without vision and use their 4 remaining senses is so cool to watch. They don't pull back on the violence and gore in the show, so it's not for the squeamish. There's one particular fight in season 1 where Baba throws pebbles on the ground so he can use the sound his opponents make when they walk on them to know where they are so he can kill them. For me though, the one standout battle of the series is late in season 2, where we see 2 armies clash against each other. This is one of the best staged battles I've ever seen. What makes it unique is that both armies are blind. We see archers whose helmets cover most of their faces except for their ears, and we can see that they're using their hearing to know where to shoot their arrows. It's just incredible to watch. What makes this battle all the more amazing is that season 2 was filmed at the height of the pandemic, but you can never tell this was the case. I've seen some shows and movies that were filmed during this time, and you can nearly always tell that there were restrictions during filming. For me, the second season is the best of the 3. As I said before, the first season is a slow burn, very serious, but still very good. Season 2 is where the story really gets going, and the story becomes more epic as it evolves from a relatively small scale story of one family fighting to survive, to one of war breaking out between the 2 kingdoms of Paya and Travantes. It's also here where there's actually some good humour, thanks to new characters like Lord Harlan, played by Tom Meissen, and Charlotte, a warrior who's tasked with protecting sighted children. Season 3 is very good as well, and brings the story to a satisfying conclusion. C is a show that was designed with a specific endpoint in mind, and even though I would have liked to have seen it run for a few years more, I think it works just fine as a 3-season arc, and it doesn't outstay its welcome. So overall, I highly recommend that you watch C. It's one of the best and most unique science fiction shows I've seen in a long time. With great performances by the cast, stunning filming with terrific scenery and fantastic fight scenes. At 24 episodes in total, it's an easy watch, and you will actually wish it ran for longer. It's all available to watch now on Apple TV+. And that is it for my review of C. Have you seen the show, and what did you think about it? Let me know down in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video and would like to see more, then please give it a like, subscribe if you haven't done so already, and click the bell for notifications. Most importantly, I hope you all look after yourselves, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye for now.